Right, let's have a look at the section on algebra, which is words to equations. So it's one of the sections students tend not to like as much as others. The 2017 question was like this. It was question 5. Pete and Maeve are saving to buy an Xbox. Pete has saved 20 euros to begin with. He saves a further 12 euros each week. Find the total amount of money Pete will have saved after 5 weeks. So he has saved 20 euros. And then he's going to save 12 euros each week for 5 weeks. So we could go plus 12, plus 12, plus 12, plus 12, plus 12. Okay, so there's my week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 20 he had already saved. Okay, or of course you could have 20 plus 5 times 12. If you wanted to write it down that way, it doesn't matter. I make that 80 euros. Okay, yeah, 5 12s are 60 and 20 is 80. Okay, now part 2. Write an expression in N for the total amount of money that Pete will have saved after N weeks. Okay, so this is a little bit harder. Okay, so we have N weeks. Okay, so one way people do this is they look for a pattern. Okay, so if I was going to take week 1, Pete would have saved 20 euros plus the 12 euros. Okay, in week 2, he would save 20 euros plus 12 plus another 12. In week 3, it would be 20 euros plus 12 plus 12 plus 12. So the amount of 12s that I have equal the week that I'm in. So therefore in week N then, I'm going to have 20 euros plus N times 12, okay? Because you can see in week 3, I had 3 times 12. In week 2, I had 2 times 12. In week 1, I had 1 times 12. So that's why in week N then, you're going to have N times 12. Okay, and that's how you work N into the equation. You tend to look for a pattern as such, what is happening. So this is a set amount that we're starting with, and then it is normally the difference, which is our 12s times N. Okay, so I would write this one then down as Pete's total savings after N weeks would be 20 plus N times 12. Okay, just the same up here, I had 20 plus 5 times 12 for 5 weeks. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Maeve has saved 15 euros to begin with. She saves a further 6 euros each week. Write an expression in N for the total amount of money Maeve would have saved after N weeks. So again, Maeve is going to save 15 plus 6 in week 1, 15 plus 6 plus 6 in week 2, which is 2 times that 6. And then that's week 2. In week 3, we're going to 15 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, or 15 plus 3 times 6. So therefore in week N, we're going to have 15 plus N times 6. Okay, Pete will give 1/4 of his savings to buy the Xbox. One quarter of his savings. So that's Pete. And then Maeve will give 2/3 of her savings to buy the Xbox. The Xbox costs 200 euros. After how many weeks will they have enough to buy the Xbox? Okay, so let's come up here for part C. Okay, so Pete is going to give 1/4 of his savings, and it says how many weeks. Okay, so therefore we need to figure out what is our N. Okay, after how many weeks? So Pete is giving 1/4 of his savings. Instead of N12 in bracket, that I have here, I'm going to just say 12n, okay, because that sounds more natural. Okay, so that's Pete. And Maeve is going to give 2/3 of her savings, which is 15, and instead of n bracket 6, we'd say 6n. Okay, and the X box costs 200. Okay, well, we are going to have something like 1/4 times 20 plus 12n plus 2/3 times 15 plus 6n, and that's equal to 200. Okay, so a couple of ways you can do it. You can get a common denominator if you wish. You can see, does the quarter divide in evenly? So let's try that one. Let's try 1/4 of 20. And anytime you say that word of, that means multiply. So 1/4 of 20 or 1/4 multiplied by 20 is 5. So this is method 1. And we're multiplying in the fractions. So 1/4 of 20 is 5. 1/4 of 12n is 3n plus 2/3, so 2/3 multiplied by 15, getting 10. 2/3 multiplied by that 6 on your calculator, and you get 4n is equal to 200. Okay, 5 and 10 is 15 plus 7n is equal to 200 minus 15 for both sides, because remember, we're solving for n. That's what we need to figure out, how many weeks. So 7n is equal to 185. So I am getting n equal to 26.4 weeks. So 27 weeks they will have enough money. Okay, so I went up, there's no point going down. So after how many weeks? 27 weeks. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. The other way is common denominators. So I want to show you how to do that. Okay, so method 2. Get a common denominator and do it with fractions. So we would have 20 plus 12n over 4. So that is actually the same as that. Okay, it's just two different ways of writing it. And 2 times 15 plus 6n over 3 equals 200. So a common denominator is 12. 4 into 12 goes 3 times. So it's 3 by everything on the top, plus 3 into 12 goes 4 times. It's 4 by everything on the top. And that's over 1. 1 into 12 goes 12 times. It's 12 times 200. So you can see the numbers are a lot bigger here. 3 by 20 is 60. 3 by 12, 12, 24, 36n, plus 4 2s are 8. 8 by 15 is 120. 4 2s are 8. 8 6s, 48n is equal to 12 times 200, 2400. Okay, then tidy up. 36n plus 48n is 84n. 60 and 120 is 180. Minus 180 from both sides. And I will get 84n being equal to 2220 and divide by the number in front of n. Okay, and I get n is equal to 26.43. So the number of full weeks, n is 27. Okay, so it didn't matter how you did that. It's just whichever way you see.